What is going on, everybody? My name is Wadi The Crypto Hunter. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone had a blessed day so far. I see Tim Shea in the house. I see GS in the house. Welcome, welcome, guys. Appreciate you guys being here like always. So, pretty much what's going on, everybody? Today is gonna be more of like a chill, laid back stream. I got some of the news, but I'll bring it up and let's talk about this whole BlackRock situation. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications so whenever I upload a video or come on live. And if you would like to become a member, it's only $2 a month. So would really appreciate it. Now, let's get into BlackRock being sued by the SEC. Me personally, I think it's all part of the biggest plan, that they're trying to take crypto out of here no matter what they're doing. Operation 2.0, choke point 2.0. So I think it's just a strategy to basically BlackRock is the one that's supporting Coinbase. And now with BlackRock out of the way, I believe that Coinbase will have a tougher time, even though it's not 100% guarantee. What up, Seiko Hunt in the house? Welcome, brother. Appreciate you being here. So that's the type of stuff I want to know what you guys think about it. Comment in the comment section, obviously. But yeah, I think it's just part of the whole plan. They figure if we go after BlackRock, then they cannot, you know, probably they'll back down from helping out Coinbase. Maybe. Escavella, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. So the other thing that I was looking at today is that they're planning to sue, not sue, go after influencers, which I kind of agree with it, but at the same time, I believe that they should go after influencers that are promoting crappy project, and at the end of the day, those projects turn out to be a rug pull, or influencers that are just pumping and dumping charts and having a blast with it. So if they do that, I hope it applies to that. I hope it doesn't apply to just general crypto influencers, because if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to look for something new to talk about. Secondly, compared to BlackRock. Oh no, GS, I know that for sure, man. Like BlackRock, $9 trillion company, bro. Just if they decided themselves, let's just pump up the crypto market for the heck of it, which a lot of people is gonna be satisfied if that happens. But they could take maybe 3 trillion and that's it. Then what is the site going to do when everybody's pretty much happy? Um, so I got here some, news from Ripple. It says Ripple Labs is addressing the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission (SEC) and calling out the regulatory agency for what the firm says is inconsistent enforcement action. In its Q2 XRP market report, Ripple Labs slams the SEC, saying that in its policy never actually protect consumers, given the regulator was absent during FTX high profile multi billion dollar meltdown in 2022. And that's another thing that I want to talk about. FTX, they're actually planning to relaunch, and the SEC is okay with that. Like that's the thing that doesn't add up to me, because how is it that You're going after Coinbase, you're going after Binance, you're going after BlackRock, you're going after Kraken, all the companies that has been trying to do things right from the start. But yet, FTX that took billions of dollars from investors, they're planning to relaunch and they're okay with that. So there's something about that that doesn't make sense to me. Let me know what you guys think. So it says Ripple also says that the SEC action shows that it's actively working against retail investors. I agree with it. The SEC regulation by enforcement campaign was never the right approach to protect anyone. In fact, the SEC approach has only repeatedly hurt the retail consumers. When the SEC sued Ripple in 2020, 15 billion in XRP market cap was if it's if it's well eradicated. That's the closest word I get. At the expense of countless XRP holder, if the SEC was truly the lawful cop on the crypto beat, how and why did it miss the FTX debacle? That's the story of the lifetime. Why are they still not after FTX? Is the biggest question. Or why would they even allow FTX to come up again? So it says if the SEC care about the retail consumer, why did it drive BlockFi into bankruptcy, leaving the retail trader holding the bag while the SEC collected fines so it could grab headlines? The SEC first sued Ripple Lab in 2020 on the allegation the firm was selling XRP as an unregistered security. In July, a judge made a landmark ruling in favor of XRP, declaring that Ripple programmatic sales of the asset did not qualify as security transaction. According to Ripple, the SEC enforcement action had been an intimidation tactics, and SEC Chair Gary Gensler claimed that all digital assets except Bitcoin are security has been debunked. So, Sean the Crypto Smith in the house. Welcome, welcome, Sean. How are you, bro? And Sean, if you want to join, let me know. I'll send you a link, brother. Um, so okay, the SEC misguided campaign of regulation by enforcement has been exposed for what it is, a strategy of intimidation and misinformation in furtherance of its own quest for political power. Mr. Gensler oft repeated statement that all crypto token except Bitcoin are securities subject to the SEC jurisdiction has now been firmly debunked. XRP is trading for 68 cents at the time of writing, a 1.3% decrease during the last 24 hours. So overall, it is obvious that not every token is a security. And on top of that, the thing that they came out with last time, which was talking about Coinbase delisting everything. I really don't know what exactly is going on there because some people are saying, some employees are saying that that actually did not happen. So I need to look more into that case. I don't have all the facts together, so I can really touch on it. But on the other hand, Jack Dorsey tells Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong he's happy to partner on building Bitcoin payment system, which once again, don't let all this that's going on right now. I've been staring at the market all day and it has been going down for real, as they say. Don't let all that pretty much scare you out of your position, because eventually they will come back. When is it gonna happen? That's the part that nobody really knows, unfortunately. But crypto will recover from all of this. So, hold on, let me go over here. Bingo. Tech mogul Jack Dorsey says he's willing to work with Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong to build a Bitcoin payment system. Dorsey responded to Armstrong after the CEO said there was a big need for a worldwide free and instant crypto payment system, says Armstrong. The next step for crypto is to make payment instant and free globally. This will take lots of work from all of us, Coinbase included, getting layer 2 integrated better on ramps, simpler UX, onboarding, etc. A magic threshold would be getting the average payment under 1 cent and confirmation in under 1 second. I think we see order of magnitude more payment move to crypto if we can achieve that. Today, crypto has the potential to improve global payment infrastructure, but it hasn't yet delivered on that promise, as we're largely still stuck on layer one payment. On layer one, payments are like water, they flow to the path of least resistance. So Jack Dorsey responds saying, why do you continue to ignore Bitcoin and Lightning? What crypto is better? Money transmission protocol, and why? Armstrong said he is looking at ways to integrate Lightning, a Bitcoin layer 2 design for faster BTC payment, Bitcoin, and invited Dorsey to partner in building something together. Dorsey said he welcomed the opportunity to work with Armstrong and note that he believed the focus should be on Bitcoin and layer 2 technology. No doubt, Coinbase introduced more people to Bitcoin than anyone else, and I'm grateful for that. Putting more of your resources towards your original focus on Bitcoin and layer 2 technology will be amazing, and we be happy to partner. We want to open protocol for money transmission for the internet that's not controlled by a single individual, company, or government. That will be freedom to its fullest, literally speaking. What up, Daniel Gayton in the house? Welcome, brother. Appreciate you being here. So them partnering up will be absolutely fantastic. Them actually accomplishing the Lightning Network payment and a transaction and free. That would lead to bigger mass adoption. Even companies that probably never thought about using Bitcoin can actually consider it. That's my opinion on that. So hopefully they do really work on that and get that out there already. So this news right here, Curtis Smith in the house. Appreciate that, Seiko. Hit the like button. So this right here is an interesting article because we always talk about, well, what happens if Binance is no longer allowed in the US. This article shows that China is Binance's largest market. And overall, it also goes back to what I was saying last time when they accepted the when China started accepting Bitcoin again, and unban Bitcoin from its country. That's actually a big plus for the cryptocurrency market, which I feel that is going to cause an explosion of a, a run when the crypto market comes back. That's just my opinion. Think about it. China's involved, and they are one of the largest population on earth. Let me see right here. Says Binance, is the largest cryptocurrency exchange, reportedly has a big presence in China with around 900,000 active users. This is despite China banning all crypto trading activities. That's all. Binance has a presence in China, South Korea, Turkey, Vietnam, and British Virgin Island also rank as a large market for Binance. In May 2023, Binance recorded over 90 billion worth of spot and futures trading, accounting for 20% of the global volume. Now, let me throw in there the fact that Binance also have MVP license on Dubai. So Dubai is also a very rich country. And I mean, if you get a couple of them to throw in a couple of millions or billions in the crypto market, then that's going to help out um, us, the tiny investors. The report is seven impossible reason for now. Now, the way the exchange continues to operate in China, it suggests that Binance regulator regular collaboration with Chinese law enforcement to detect potential criminal activity, the use of virtual private network (VPN), and the exchange's active peer-to-peer marketing, trading yuan dominated pairs may be factors. China and crypto and winding relationship. China has a history of banning cryptocurrency activity. Binance, a company founded in Shanghai in 2017, had to leave due to regulatory uncertainty. In 2009, China banned the trading of virtual cryptocurrency for real goods and services. In 2013, they banned banks from processing BTC transaction, triggering a 30% price dump. Let me see. You're talking about all these shit going, no coin is any good. Daniel, don't get me started there, bro. But that is funny. Um, Alibaba, a major e-commerce company, also banned crypto transaction in 2014. In 2017, China banned cryptocurrency exchange and initial coin offering. ICO Bitcoin mining was also outlawed in 2019. Stricter measures and regulation against cryptocurrency were implemented in March 2020 before mining was outlawed a year later. Difficult to implement ban, although these are restrictions. Somehow believe that regulators allow crypto activity to continue. Enforcing bans will become more complex as more people adopt crypto and use VPNs. The ban has been intended to slow down crypto growth rather than eliminate it. China trades up to 80.6 billion in futures on Binance every freaking month. Now imagine moving that type of volume. I never agree with you more. The crypto smell living the dream. Game bangers in the house. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. I believe this is the boat family in the house. Appreciate you being here. All right, so basically, it's a long freaking article, and the idea or the point of the article is that the largest market that Binance has is China. There is no doubt about it. We have Space Chick in the house. Appreciate it. Welcome, Space Chick. Guys, make sure you follow and sub to all these wonderful content creator, the Crypto Smith, Daniel Gayton, and Space Chick. All right, Sean, I'll send that right over. Let me. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. What is going on here? All right, give me a minute, everyone. This thing decided to go haywire on me. All right, let me. Yo, is Twitter bugging or is my computer bugging? One of them is. Here we go. Okay, nobody wants to see Ronnie Flex. Hold on. Twitter is literally bugging. Oh, here we go. Got it. All right, Sean, link sent. Sorry, I don't know what was going on with Twitter. I think a little crazy. More orb in the house. What's going on, Brian? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Crypto Smith about to be in the house. Now this one right here. These are the up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Sean, the Crypto Smith. What's going on, Sean?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see you, Wadi.
Likewise. How's everything?
It's all right. Living the dream out here in Idaho. Just doing work, playing golf, messing around in the garden.
Nice.
Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah. So, tell me what you think about everything that's going on lately, man.
Well, I haven't. Honestly, I don't pay attention to a lot of the crypto market right now. Currently, XRP related stuff, obviously, MMAI, of course, and just the SEC and the clown show that's happening there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's embarrassing, really. I think a lot of the other countries out there are probably just laughing at what's going on here about regulation and the fact that the SEC is just running around trying to sue anybody and everybody to get themselves a little bigger piece of the pie. It's just sad. I can't wait for that all to just kind of end. Hopefully, we'll have something coming up in the next year or so with some regulation, and maybe we'll get some decent people in the White House or in Congress that'll make some things happen, right? That's really what we're all waiting for.
Yeah,
You know.
that's what I'm hoping, man. Like honestly, with like you said it, man. I don't know if you saw my stream on Monday, but I had Gary looking like a clown and the word circus behind and everything. So
Yeah,
basically, is that's exactly what it is, bro. It's a clown show because why is it so hard to accept cryptocurrency? That's number one. And why are they trying so hard to ruin the hopes and dreams of the little guys, retail investors?
yeah, it is weird, and as we move further along, and we were thinking maybe at some point we were going to get less tribalism in this space, but I think we're getting more now, and now you have the Bitcoin maxis that are coming out, really trying to attack XRP and saying how stupid
Yeah.
the ruling was, and they're going to get appealed and they're going to lose and all this kind of stuff, which I think everybody who doesn't like Ripple or XRP, or they're just a maximalist of their own little, in their own little world,
Yeah.
they're purposely getting these things incorrect and misunderstanding, what the ruling states and what's a security and what's not a security. And everybody likes to devolve themselves into, well, you bought XRP, expecting a profit at some point. Well, yeah, I also bought an old hot rod, and I expected that to go up in value too, but that's not a security of the car manufacturer. That's just one small piece of the Howey test. And XRP can be sold as a security, right? It all depends on the scheme in which it's sold. So anything can be made a security. A bottle of water can be made a security of a company, and if you package it and sell it with an investment contract and the knowledge that everybody's going to work together to, make this water company, more profitable, therefore increasing your bottles of water, in value, and that can be done on any asset, but the asset itself can never ever be a security, just sitting alone on a shelf, right? It has to be
Yeah.
packaged and sold as such, and people, I think, are purposely misunderstanding or misrepresenting that, saying that XRP is a security. It doesn't matter how it's sold or who it's sold to, and it infuriates me because I know what the truth is, and I know what their goal is, and it's just purposely muddying the water, and it's just it's a shit show.
But you know what? But see, that's the important thing. How they say, know what you hold.
Yeah,
And that's the important fact right there, that I know, and whoever is bullish on XRP know what they're holding on to. Like even last night I was in Coffin the Dip space, and we spoke a little bit about XRP, and we actually said, well, I said, not for nothing, but the way I see it is that they see XRP as a threat because of the whole banking system. That's the only reason why I feel they went after them. Um, Hold on real quick. Biden strong. We don't need anyone else. Everything is good. Bullish on EBT and Section 8.
that's funny.
Way to go, Seiko. EBT baby. All the way. Oh, it's
EBT
true.
Inu.
It's true. Yeah,
Yep,
right.
there you go.
Oh, we should. Hey, don't give
Could
me
be
ideas,
popular.
man. I might try. I might change WFI Water Finance to EBT bro,
EBT Inu. Yeah, absolutely. You could use your
or the SSD So you never know.
yeah. It's craziness out there, and it's my whole pessimism I've had going on for the last couple of months. It's almost a virus that's running through me.
Yeah,
It's not helping, right? None of this stuff is helping that. And I'm just like, I don't even want to turn on the news. I don't want to look at CoinDesk or see what's going on. It's just because everything irritates me, and it's not going in the right direction right now. Like, I think it's going to get a little worse before it gets better. I'm of course hopeful, in the near future, hopefully, that things will turn around, and maybe we'll get some sort of actual clarity. And maybe
yeah,
people will stop saying that Bitcoin and XRP now are the only two, that have legal clarity, because Bitcoin doesn't have legal clarity. Bitcoin has Gary Gensler's opinion. That's what it has. It's not necessarily a court
Yeah,
decided
but
victory for Bitcoin.
but you know why they haven't really been able to stop Bitcoin? Because they don't know who the heck Satoshi Nakamoto is. So Bitcoin has come out to be 100% truly decentralized. So if they don't have a face or a company that they can attack, then what are they going to say? And as far as
Yeah,
mass adoption, Bitcoin, whether the FCC says today, look, Bitcoin is garbage, it's a scam, it's a fraud, too late for that. Too many investors and institutional investors already in there.
yeah, but there's what it's to me, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this. Just my take on Bitcoin. Nothing wrong with it, in and of itself, but like the Chinese control a vast majority of computing power for Bitcoin. They could literally crush the market if they wanted to. And there's other companies out there that hold vast amounts of Bitcoin that could do real damage, to the market. If they wanted to sell or say they're going to do something different with it, right? It could make market changes in a way that I don't think governments want to see. Especially if they know a lot of their citizens hold this asset. So
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Bitcoin myself at all. I mean, I understand the passion people have for it. It's the first one. We like to say it's the best. Obviously, clearly, it's not the best. It's very slow and it's still a little bit expensive. But now they got Lightning Network, of course,
Yeah.
which should work. But that's going to take some more time to develop. That's not available It's actually only available in very, very few places you could even use it. In the places that they tested it, it's not gone that well. Not to say it won't. And I
Yeah.
know people are going to.
So far, I believe Binance implemented Lightning Network. I know Coinbase is looking into it, and other exchange has already implemented. But at the end of the day, like me personally, the only thing I like about Bitcoin is yes, it is the digital gold. But
Sure.
other than that, just like you, I really don't see anything major or innovation wise that keeps Bitcoin on top.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And I don't know. It's hard to say, and maybe I'll get to get your take on this, but I've got this opinion that, and it stems from talking to people that I know that aren't really into crypto, but they know a little bit about it, and because I talked to them about it, and they're not going to get into crypto until it becomes a convenience for them. They don't see it as some life altering, new technology, right? They don't see the blockchain behind it. They just see what's on the news and they see the prices go up and down and people lose money and make money. But for
Okay.
them, it has to be a convenience. And when I tell them, hey, you can buy, like I said, I had a guy who asked, he said, hey, can you help me? I want to get a couple of Bitcoin. I'm like, all right, cool. That's, it's a good amount of money. And so I was explaining it to him how to hold it to where you self custody that. And as soon as I told him that if you lose your, 12-word passphrase or your 24-word passphrase, he's like, no, I'm out. That's
Chicken out,
ridiculous.
right?
Yeah. Why would I do that? Why would any normal, rational person do that? And that got me thinking. I'm like, you're right. Mass adoption is not going to involve self custody. That's never going to be a mass
No,
adopted
actually,
issue.
no. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you saw the bill that they just passed, and that includes self custody. The
No,
right,
I
yeah,
understand what's being said out there. I'm saying
yeah,
that mom and pop out there and your average Joe who doesn't know squat about it, they put their money in a bank for a reason because it
yeah,
gives them easy access to it. It's very convenient. If somebody commits fraud on one of their cards or one of their accounts, they can get their money back. If they lose their password, they can go down to the bank and talk to somebody and get an
yeah.
account straightened out. You can't do that with self custody. If you lose certain things, it's over. Your
Well,
money's gone.
so see, I think it depends, and basically on the type of security measure that you take. Like for example, I like using Crow DeFi wallet, and the reason why I like using it is because I actually have the Google Authenticator attached to the wallet, so nobody can withdraw anything unless they have one, my password, and two, the Google Authenticator.
No,
Now,
I got you. But what if you lose your account and you lose your passphrase?
no, but see, this is the thing. Now, the trick about the C phrases is one, you do not save it definitely to no damn cloud. Literally, you have to go old school. And if you have like a little safe at home, just write down your C phrases and lock it up in that safe. Because literally, you're putting your money in that safe just on a piece of paper.
No, I get it. And for you and me, that makes sense. And I'll do it. I'll take the risk because
Yeah,
I know that
yeah,
I'm confident in my ability to, hold whatever it is, the information I need to hold, and maybe hold it in more than one location in case something happens. But
yeah.
your average person is not ever going to do that. They don't want to do it. It's not convenient, right? And if something were to happen, my house burned down, somebody stole my safe, right? And the passphrase is gone. Their crypto's gone, and that's not acceptable for most of the people on the planet.
Yeah,
And
I
you're
mean,
thinking this because you've been in this, right? You're like, why would you not want self custody? It makes total sense to me. I think you're an
yeah,
idiot if you don't want self custody. Unfortunately, we live in a world where 95% of the people out there do not think like us, and they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I want to see. And I'm reading Daniel's comment here. Um, centralized exchanges that where you can pick up the phone and you could call customer service, be like, hey, I lost this, I lost that.
Yeah.
You have to identify yourself again, go through the same process you would with a bank. I want to see more of that go on, and maybe there's a different technology that we don't know about yet or that hasn't been developed yet
No, I
that can
mean,
help with that.
most likely it's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna happen with adoption and centralized exchanges. You don't have a number that you could call, but you do have customer service.
Right. Well, that's yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually reach out and get some help. If you need some help,
Yes.
and
Yes.
not totally screw yourself if you do something wrong. I mean, yeah, obviously, if you send things to the wrong blockchain or the wrong address, there's some things that just can't
Yeah.
get done.
Now that's a different story.
Yeah, but just losing your entire account, all your crypto because you lost your passphrase, to me, and from with multiple people I've talked to, they said that will keep them out of crypto.
Yeah. So at one point, I'm not gonna lie, I actually saw centralized exchanges safer than a DeFi wallet because what I was thinking at that time was, well, DeFi wallets could get hacked. Obviously, I had a real bad experience with MetaMask.
I
But then
had two of
again,
those. Yeah.
yeah. So and then I'm not the only one. There were plenty other people that, you know, $150,000 they lost on in MetaMask. A couple of influencers that I saw. But the point is this: I figure in a centralized exchange, everything will be safer, and it was that way until all the regulations started kicking in. Now, majority of the exchange they're getting scared. They're asking customer to KYC, and if they're not allowed within the United States, then your money pretty much gets stuck in there. You
Yep.
have a couple of days. If you didn't KYC, you have a couple of days, and if you didn't take your money out, then that's it. Your money is gone.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a perfect system right now, and what I'm talking about is basically just taking what a system we already use, the legacy financial
Yeah,
system, and turn it into digital. But it's still a centralized, authority is taking control over that money. Once you put it in there, it's no longer yours, no longer your crypto anymore. Basically you're loaning it to them, just like you loan the bank your money when you deposit money,
yeah, yeah,
and
and
you're
that
hoping that it's going to be, it's going to be there when you want it, which is
yeah,
why we need those regulations.
and it's basically the same thing that I've been saying for the longest. Some people claim, oh, this exchange is doing wash trading, this exchange is doing
Right.
this exchange is doing that. And my major question is, what do you think the banks is doing? Because if you really think about it, You put in $1 million today, you try to take it out tomorrow, and they tell you no, you can only withdraw a certain amount.
Yeah, and if you try to take out a lot of cash, you're probably going to have somebody show up at your doorstep asking a lot of questions.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a horrible system we have now. Where they, once the pandemic rules kicked in and they took the reserves down to zero, the bank literally doesn't have to have any of anybody's money sitting in their vault, ready to be withdrawn. They're not required to have any money. So
yeah,
if even 10% of their depositors came in and said, "Hey, I want all my money back," they'd be like, "Whoa, we got a problem here." Now they have to start to liquidate things like bonds and government-backed securities, where now they may start losing money. And that's how banks go under. It's a crazy system we have, but it's unfortunately the only system we have to work with right now. Iraqi prince.
yeah. All right. Then it said new regulation will make custodian wallet that will be the game changer for institution investor 101. Sean is like what you guys talked about, laughing out loud. Caroline jumping on the pogo stick is always bullish. What is our Iraqi prince? Nowhere near, bro. So the whole Iraqi joke is, did you hear about um the Iraqi dinars?
Yeah, you guys were trying to convince me to buy that like a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago. Yeah, I never pulled the trigger, but how'd that turn out?
So far I ain't rich, bro.
We're still talking, huh? And it's not from my yacht.
Yeah, I mean, I got them here literally sitting under my desk and hoping maybe one day it actually happen. And if it doesn't, well, lesson learned. I won't fall for it
You know
next
what?
year or the
There's
year
there's nothing
afterward.
wrong with that. It's basically a physical meme coin. You're playing the lottery. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
if you win some, you win some. If you don't, well, it was fun to
yeah.
talk about and play, I guess.
No, because that's what I was talking about. Last time I said, if you really think about it, you put $100 into a crap coin, and sometimes you're lucky, but majority of the time you get hurt.
Yeah, yeah,
So I figure, you know what? This is actual currency. They do have oil, and you never know. Is the possibility is there, especially with BRICS nations, and that's what I thought. Let me take a chance and see what happened.
sure.
Segohan says so far EBT is winning. Another
Yeah.
ship project. Don't fuck Daniel. So, which talking about lottery and stuff, how do you feel about throwing in a couple of dollars in lottery tickets?
In the actual lottery, yeah, I do, and not every week. Obviously, I just wait until it gets up to some crazy amount, and I'm like, you know what, I'll throw $5 or it's usually $2 a piece, so
Yeah.
$4 or $6 at it. I'm at the store, one time. That's it. It's fine. I don't have an issue with it. Most of that money actually goes to your state projects and things that are good. I'm going to say most of it. So I don't know where all of it goes, but so it's fine. It's a voluntary tax, right? That's what we call it. It's a voluntary tax on ourselves to have a little fun, dream for a day. What if I won? Somebody's going to win it, right? Probably not
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
you, but somebody's going to win that thing, and it's going to change their life. And it's fun to dream, just like when you buy, Pepe or Stewie, and you think you're going to throw, $1,000 at it, and hope you pull out 10 grand. And it was a fun play, and maybe you made money, maybe you didn't, but that's the lottery.
Yeah.
That's human
And
nature. We love to gamble.
honestly speaking, the way I felt majority of the time, you have a bigger chance, and you're probably gonna hate me for it, but you probably have a bigger chance making some money on the shit coins than making the money from the lottery ticket.
Well, absolutely. There's no, I would never dispute that. I mean, you
Yeah,
have a one in, like 500 million or 300 million chance of winning the lottery, but um, you have about a 5% chance of winning, anything decent on meme coins. Now, if you're a real trader and you're really into it and you're really into the TA and you follow it and all that kind of stuff, you give yourself a better chance. But unfortunately, most of the people who get into the meme coins and the shit coins, most of them lose money.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's so, and it's, it is whatever you put into it, right? And you have to put the time and the thought process into it in order to give yourself the best chance possible. You can't do that in the lottery. You just pull the handle and
Yep.
it's
Yep.
all up to
Um,
chance.
Daniel said, let some people tell they are all shit coins, even XOM, Quan, XRP, and Bet.
They're all shit coins until it puts money in your pocket. That's what I'll tell you. If it's not putting money in your pocket, it's taking money out of your pocket.
Oh, shoot. We have Bernie in the house. What's going on, bro? What do you call a strong, independent mother with 6 kids and one?
That's funny, Bernie. That is funny.
Bernie, you and the jokes, bro.
That was good. That was good. What's up with Daniel right now? Daniel says he's fudding everything.
Yeah,
Daniel
Daniel.
get burned on. You get burned on something, Daniel? You need a hug?
Uh, let's just say he's trying to release some of the tension, if we could put it that way, from earlier.
Gotcha.
So
He's kind of sounds like me from about a month ago. I was just bitter about everything.
he said yes, I'm for everything tonight, even Discord. But yeah, I mean, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. It's just a conversation that we had earlier because, it's funny how people change. Let's just put it there. Yeah.
Daniel
But,
needs a hug from Sean. Yeah, I'll give him a hug, man. If I see him, he's on the other side of the country though.
huh?
Seiko Hunt says Daniel needs a hug from Sean.
Yeah, most likely.
People change. All
No,
right, so
but Sean actually is not you. That I could guarantee, though.
oh well, I don't
Yeah,
think I have any issues with Daniel.
yeah. But not. I mean, see, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, majority of the people, they do go to crypto because they actually see a real potential of making some real money, and it has happened. It's proven that it has happened, and sometimes I feel like all this attack on crypto is exactly because of that, because crypto has created so many millionaires overnight, and I'm guessing they can stand that now.
So I'll agree with that. I don't think you can not agree with that sentiment. But and here I'm going to add a kind of an addition to it. We've got a society, right, where not everybody, but a lot of people are greedy and selfish, and and they want an easy way to make more money, and they're going to turn to crypto. Some people turn to crypto for that because they think it's going to be easy money, and it may
Yeah.
very well be easier money than the stock market or traditional investing avenues. But I think everybody right now is completely disregarding the technology behind it, which was I think the intent. Now, not behind Bitcoin necessarily, but behind all of the other blue chip projects out there. The intent is the technology to move technology forward and to move business processes forward. And most of us are wrapped up into the dollars and cents of it all and the actual investment, and that's not what it's supposed to be for. And I think when you get large institutions or you get government entities starting to look at it, that's what they're seeing. They're seeing people are just too wrapped up into the dollars and cents, and that's not really, I don't think, was the intent of crypto, or the evolved intent of crypto, right? Excluding Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was made to be a decentralized payment method where people could be their own bank and get away from the government institutions.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm saying. When I got into crypto, it was about the decentralization part. That's actually what attracted even most investor. The fact that, you know, no government is gonna tell you, well, you can have this much or you can do this, or you put it in the bank and then they tell you, well, no, you can pull out a certain amount, you only could pull out this. So now it has become very centralized, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I don't think it was with great intention. Whoever came up
Yeah.
with Bitcoin, and maybe it was an evil, person or entity out there. Maybe Putin came up with it. I have no idea. But the ideal was just like you've said. But the problem is when you have to get down to the realities of it, no government is going to allow that for their people. No government that wants to control their people are going to allow a decentralized payment or monetary system that excludes them from control. That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to wake up to that right now. I think a lot of people who've been in crypto the last few years are starting to understand that those ideals we had years ago are just not a realistic possibility today. And we have to figure out how to position ourselves in what's coming, the reality that's coming in order to benefit from that.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Let me address Bernie. Bernie, is this one it? The famous one?
The 9-inch wick, that sounds dirty.
No, but yeah, I mean overall, free membership from Tim, click accept give. Appreciate that, Tim. Appreciate that.
Nice.
Big 9-inch wig. It's on the monthly, bro. I haven't checked the monthly yet. Not today at least. But what I do know is that we're gonna be in for a world of hurt if some positive news doesn't come out. That I know for a fact. I saw it coming right here. See? When this is called super trend, when this pass all the way to the top right here, this is the part that I know we're in trouble. So now let me look at the monthly and see real quick.
Now, don't you still have a 12,000 or 15,000 Bitcoin in mind in the near future?
You know, honestly speaking, I still do believe it is possible. Now, this is the funny thing though. See, and even here, the same thing is still on top. Um, what I was gonna say, there's some people that are actually going crazier than I am, and they're talking about lower than 3K because of all the FUD and everything that's going on.
So don't you think to go lower than 3K, you'd have to look at the distribution of Bitcoin out there. So that would mean somebody like who's the Bitcoin maximalist? He's got like $400 million worth of Bitcoin.
What's his name?
Yeah, I can see
Michael
him.
Saylor?
I haven't listened to him. Who? Yeah, Michael Saylor.
Michael Saylor.
Like
Yeah.
institutions and people like him would have to be selling their Bitcoin in order for it to hit
No, no,
$3,000.
and there I agree with you. You know, I really don't think that will actually happen, but 12 to 15K Bitcoin, I could see that happening.
That seems reasonable.
Actually,
I
yeah,
could see something happening for that to happen. That seems $3,000 Bitcoin. That means nearly all investors in Bitcoin, right, would have to just be dumping, thinking
yeah,
that it's going
yeah,
to zero, right? Which we know
pretty
it's not
much.
going to go to zero. But I mean, a $3,000 Bitcoin, and who's not going to be in at a $3,000 Bitcoin? If it doesn't chase you out of the market altogether, I think a lot of us would be like, well, I'm not a big Bitcoin holder, but for 3,000, I might pick up a couple.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it, for some weird reason, it did happen, like, buying the dip is not even the word. I think I would sell my power chair, my computer system, and just to get a couple of BTCs.
I'll
Let
sell
it
my
alone.
mother on the street corner if I have to. No, I'm not. Hopefully, my mom doesn't do
No, no, I don't.
that.
Wadi Saylor, that's the name of the guy that owns all the Bitcoin.
Hey, Daniel, don't FUD my crash. All right. I want to throw. I'll
Right,
take a
right.
$3,000 Bitcoin, man. I'll be busting out the credit cards for that one.
He said he knows what the bottom is. No way not getting to 12K.
And I'll agree with Daniel. I don't think it's going to go down to 12K. I mean, we might see some
It's a
backsliding here in the
secret.
next few
So it
months, and when
can
maybe
be.
it hits 20. but I don't think it goes much lower than that.
Click the Tim Shea. Appreciate the support. Always giving out some gifts. Appreciate that.
Nice, Tim.
I saw my love.
Yeah, what's that worth anyway? What can you get for one of those?
That I mean, hey, my thing is that honestly speaking, people need to like okay, the bear market is depressing. I'm not gonna lie. I have felt the pain. I mean, even today I was like, should I do a stream or not? It's boring as shit. There's nothing to talk about really. So or should I just kick back, and relax?
Yeah.
Now, the beauty of it is that if Bitcoin actually was to go even to a 5K area, I would say it is insane, but I would say that would be the chance to buy way more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm definitely a buyer of Bitcoin, even though I hold a small amount right now, but I would
Yeah.
definitely pick up some Bitcoin. But yeah, I just don't think that's realistic. Everybody would have to think that Bitcoin is going out, for that to be a possibility. But Daniel knows that that's not where it's going.
Nah, but you know what? There's still actually another possibility. What if there's just a flash crash and then like for less than 5 minutes and then whoop
I'm going to be
picks up
pissed.
right away?
I'm going to be pissed because I probably won't be prepared to purchase at that time.
Dude, put a buy order, certain levels, limit order, and that's it.
Yeah, but then you have to have capital that's sitting there on the sideline.
Oh,
I don't have a
that's
lot of
true.
capital just sitting there.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine's in what it's in right now, and I'm spending money elsewhere.
No 6K to 9K Bernie.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
No, but the thing is that, like, honestly speaking, realistically, I'm expecting at least a 30% drop, hopefully, and then from there we'll go back up, and
But
then
what do
the
you think
start of a bull
precipitates?
market.
What do you think is going to cause that?
Well, right now, everything that is causing it is just the fact that there is the FUD. Let's say, for example, that the SEC some way managed to get BlackRock on the China investment. That's a possibility. Let's say the SEC wins against Coinbase. That's a possibility. I highly doubt it will win, but I'm saying like those are the possibility that
Yeah, but
will trigger
remember,
Bitcoin.
these things are going to be stretched out over the next year, 2 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, and yeah, sure, I could see a slow, precipitous drop over the next 24 months if that's kind of the way it goes. But you also got Bitcoin having to think about, is that going to have the same effect it had before, or are we kind of past that, right now?
Yeah. GS bro, that is very optimistic. But you know what? Leave them there, man. He has $20 at 1 penny BTC.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with that, but obviously the reality is, my brain and my math brain
Yeah.
is working, and it's like that's not possible because do you know how many buyers there would be in the market at $10,000 Bitcoin, $8,000 Bitcoin? There would be so many more people would be into buying at that point, especially if they're already, bullish on Bitcoin in the future. It would never be able to get that low.
Yeah, I mean,
You'd
I
have
said,
4-year-olds coming out of the closet trying to buy
uh,
Bitcoin at a penny.
because of the fact that there are so many institutional investors, I doubt that they will even let it get back to 15.
Yeah.
That maybe I'm hoping that it does. I'm not gonna lie, like that gives me a chance to get B chain at a discounted price, get XOM, XRP, some Jasmine, they're literally doing better and better, and the news coming out every day. So I think that would be the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I don't have any. I sold my Jasmine. I sold everything else I have.
Why would you do that?
You know what? And I'm gonna channel Daniel's attitude right now
Okay.
because nothing is happening. Right? We've been talking about things for years, and to me, it's going to be several more years before anything happens. I think we're going to be
Okay.
talking to ourselves for the
Okay.
next
Hold
couple of
on.
years.
Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. This is a challenge. And I accept it. If Bitcoin goes sub 10K,
It's a good bet.
I'm gonna dye my hair pink.
Okay.
I said it live. Okay. Now, um, I don't know, Bernie, because that feels like a just one side bet, bro. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, and then you got to put a time frame on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Dump it now, boys. Yeah, call up
Let's
Michael
go.
Saylor and tell him to dump it. We got a bet with our boy Wadi.
So it's like that Pepe bet, bro. Like one thing about me, literally, I don't bet unless I'm at least 90% sure I'm gonna win. So that's my secret. Don't bet because if I say yes, it's because I already know more or less I'm gonna win. With the Pepe bet, was you in the Twitter space?
No, I don't think so.
Some guy came in there and he said that Pepe was gonna kill, I think it was 2 zeros and a half. And if it happened by the end of the week, then I am going to put, what was his name? Well, let's say Pepe owns Wadi the Crypto Hunter.
So you were betting that it was gonna lose 2.5 zeros,
No, I was
or he
betting that it
was.
wasn't.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So everybody was like hitting me up. Wadi, you better get ready. Pepper's flying. Pepper's doing this. You're gonna have to change your name. I'm like, yeah, okay. We'll
Yeah,
see.
never happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
never happened.
Yeah. When you're in this game, oh, Seiko Han said 10K BTC, 240 ETH. Bro, 240 ETH?
That'd be crazy.
Yes. And
That
a
would be
heck of a
crazy.
buy zone.
Yeah, I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer at 240. That's for
Yep.
damn sure.
Yep. Let's say by the end of 2023, and if it doesn't, I'll send you 100 on the 1st of January 2024. What kind of shit is that, Bernie?
Yeah, that gives you what, 5 months? Four,
Right?
yeah, 4 months, 4.5. Yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, I just don't see unless there's some other black swan event that we're not anticipating right now. It may
No,
slowly go down over time, but I don't know if we're any more flash crashes.
or a, I don't know, a miraculous new pandemic.
Well, it wouldn't be miraculous because I think they've been planning one already.
Yeah,
I mean, they're going to
that's
plan
what I say.
what they're going to
Miraculous.
release whatever they need, and it's just releasing information, right? They're just going to release whatever information they think will distract you from
Yeah,
whatever's going
yeah.
on over here. They want you to pay attention to.
Boom, $5 to $8, 2024. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am bullish on Bone. Literally, I saw an article based on Shabarium and everything they're gonna do, and Bone is gonna have a big, big part to play for Shabarium.
That's trans. Now that would
Shabarium,
be, man, that would be newsworthy there. That would be crazy.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but
Daniel's on a roll.
oh God.
I don't
Daniel,
and I'm not going to disagree with Daniel on that one. I'm not a big fan of Ethereum. I mean, it is has been very useful in the space for a lot of us, right? You couldn't have done a lot of things without it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's, it's not evolving. All Ethereum is doing right now is allowing, layer twos to develop, shitcoins off of it. And that's really what it's good for. And then you just pay gas fees and ETH, and that's the entire business model of Ethereum.
okay, Bernie, you just gave me an idea, man, and I hope I don't get in trouble, but I'm gonna do it.
Diana Trump.
Yes,
We're gonna see an NFT, Diana Trump. Nice.
I'm gonna do it. You'll see. I'm gonna get working tonight with my AI friend, and it's gonna happen. I mean, I managed to get Elizabeth Warren to look like Pepe, and I managed to get Gary Gensler looking like a clown.
Yeah, I saw
So
that one. That was a good one.
yeah, yeah. So, but overall, are you bullish on crypto?
Yes, I am. I mean,
Fire
and
up
I know
first.
I've been a negative Nancy the last couple of months, and it's probably going to last a little while longer until I think probably through the summer, until I have less time on my hands and I can probably sit down and do more content on crypto. But the problem is, and it's exactly what Daniel's saying, and exactly what Awesome Austin said, a couple of weeks ago in one of the spaces, and he basically
Mm,
verbalized how I was feeling, is that
yeah.
all of this stuff means absolute nothing, right? Until it's being used, until the use case kind of comes out. VeChain, I don't know. VeChain's actually being used, but it being used hasn't made a bit of difference to the price. This is
No, I
also
mean,
part of the
but
issue,
you
right?
see, this is what I feel with B chain. Like, or from what I noticed on the crypto market, it's like by momentum. So XRP has its momentum, Cardano had its momentum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, you name it. Now, B chain, I feel like with the upcoming bull run, that's the one that probably is going to surpass the dollar.
But why? Because of hype or because of utility?
No, because of utility. And on top of that, um, there is they even just partner up with UFC. And there's gonna be like some type of ITO technology. And I'm telling you, NFTs are coming on BChain blockchain. There's a whole lot that they got in the works. So BChain will run because of utility.
Yeah, and I don't, and I'll probably disagree. I think this next
Okay.
bull run is going to be another hype bull run. I still think there's a lot of potential out there for a lot of these blue chips, and VeChain has positioned themselves, out in front, so they have actual use case. But I don't think they're going to. I don't think they've positioned themselves in enough places to have the utility run the chart instead of people speculating that the utility is going to run the chart. You know what I mean? People are going to be piling in,
Yeah,
not
but
using VeChain, but only as a speculative play because they
okay,
think it's
so
going to be used.
BChain ran all the way to
Mm.
like 27 cents, right?
But it only did that because people were speculating on it. It had nothing to do with its use. All of crypto
No.
right now is
And
only because of
and I get
speculation.
that. And also the other part is because it was the bull market. So I personally didn't expect BChain to run past 1 penny. According to another software that I was using, but this is the second strike. So I ain't using that crap no more. The first time I used it was with Dogecoin. And it said that Dogecoin in 2 years will hit 2 cents. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna use this because 2 years is a long time. Let me move on to another coin. A month or two after Elon Musk comes out, Doge pumped to like 70 something cents. Now the
Right, but
same,
it only did that because of hype and
yeah,
speculation, right?
but
So we're talking about the next bull run, right? And everybody's been saying this next bull run is going to be the utility bull run, but it's not.
yeah,
It's going to be another hype bull run based on the illusion that there's utility out there, but there's really not utility, because if you think about it, and this is the research I've done that kind of brought me to this, kind of blah attitude about, the next couple of years, is that when utility is actually being utilized in these projects, even XRP, as bullish as I am in XRP, and I hold a ton of it, that the utility and companies buying it or selling it, or trading it and utilizing it for what it needs, and it gets burned. It depends on, which utility you're talking about. It has to do massive amounts of utility, and that's going to slowly drive the price up. And it's basically going to turn into the stock market, right? To where you'll be happy with 10% gains or 15% gains in a year. That'll be a good year. That's what's going to happen when true utility hits, right? And then the speculators like us are priced out of the market. Then we're not going to see those explosive growths anymore. So I think this next bull run is just going to be a hype bull run, just like the last one. And then that whenever utility actually starts hitting, that's when it really slows down. And I know it's contrary to what a lot of people think, but
no, I mean, I'm not discarding the fact, hold on real quick. If utility hype is the only way to make money.
And Seiko Hunt's not wrong. I mean, that's the way money's been made in this market since day one. Zero utility.
What up, Choco? Yeah. So now this is the thing, though. Whether it is utility or whether it is just a hype, one thing is for sure, is going to create another set of millionaire if the SEC backs off.
Yeah, no, I'm not disputing that. And of course I want to make money too. And I think a lot of people will make money. I'll agree with Daniel, on that. But I just want to be honest. I want us to be honest about what it is. You know what I mean? And it's just greed, and it's hype, and it's the drama of this, token going up and down in value.
Yeah, but then
that's why we're here, and that's the only reason it's going to go up in value.
But let me ask you this. Ain't that exactly what kind of excites people in the market?
Yeah, but for me, and look, I'm not a purist. I'm not saying I'm above anybody else. But okay. I'm where I came from in this space before I had a YouTube channel. I was really into the utility, and I keep talking about the utility, the tech behind it, like where it's going, how can it actually improve, real life. Some of these things will be able to improve the lives we lead, and some won't. Some will just be speculative plays, and some will fade away. I don't think there's a need for Solana. I don't think there's a need for Cardano. I don't think there's a need for a lot of these things. Are going to be repetitive. Building layer 2s on these different blockchains and using them for different reasons. There's going to be multiple projects doing the same thing. A lot of those I think will die out over time. But that's kind of what's brought me here to this place where I'm at today, is that the utility, we're just not there yet. The world just isn't grasping the utility of it just yet.
So let me tell you why you do need Solana. Because you got to get the Solana phone exclusively for you.
Yeah, I heard the great reviews on the Solana phone. Yeah. I'm still waiting for the Twitter phone or the X phone. Let's get that one in my hands.
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying. I mean, overall, I just feel like BJ will run because of both. Especially now that China is also accepted crypto, and BJ, that's where they started basically. Yeah. So Walmart China is partnered up with them. A couple of other agencies and big agencies, they're partnered up with BJ. BMW, Sony Lu is actually the co-founder, I believe, of Louis Vuitton.
Okay.
So
they're positioned well.
Got the connection, and now that he has more free access, I feel like BJ in the next bull run, whatever the case is gonna do great.
Yeah, and I agree, and it's I know it sounds like a downer, but I just, like I said, I have to keep it realistic in my own head that the hype and the speculation is what's going to drive the market, not the utility. Once the
Yeah.
utility hits and it's actually being used in mass, that's when it's boring, right? That's when you're going to get out of that, and we're going to try to move to something else, right? Something that
Yeah.
has, like, because the speculation is that it's going to be used at some point in the future. That's what we're speculating on,
Yeah.
right? Because if we
Yeah.
didn't think it really had a good use case going forward, then we're like, well, we need to find something that actually has some real world use case out there. If not, we need to find another asset to hang on to. So that's kind of where I'm at. So that's why I don't go on a lot of live streams anymore, because I don't think anybody wants to hear my negative attitude about what's going on in the market.
No, but you know what? Like, hey man, I'm about to start opening up roundtables. Tomorrow is gonna be with all about Stewie. Daniel's gonna be in there. Cuff is gonna be there. Myself. I'm not sure if Chaga is gonna be able to make it. Probably 2-bit. I mean, you want to jump on, you're more than welcome. And if not, then I'll catch you on another
Yeah, I
roundtable.
appreciate the invite.
Yeah.
I don't think I could. It hurts my brain when you guys start talking about meme coins.
Okay. No, I respect that. Or, but friendly debate,
Sure, absolutely.
it's never bad at all.
Yeah, no,
And
I get it, and maybe I'll come on just as I can play the the devil's advocate side of it, and keep it clean
yeah,
and light, right? I mean, we're all friends
yeah,
here.
yeah. I
We'll
mean,
have disagreements.
yeah, but by the time utilities are in full force,
We should
we
be,
should be
absolutely.
millionaire.
Yeah,
Amen to
and then
that,
we
though.
won't care about it at that point. We'll move
Yeah,
on
I
with our
mean,
lives
yeah,
and
I mean,
go do what we're gonna do.
dude, you already made a couple of millions.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
up?
retired at that point. Now I don't care.
Tim Shea said, "What is Stewie? Stewie is a meme token, which is also the sponsor of my
Nah, I
channel."
can't hear this. I'm kidding. Go ahead. I honestly, I don't know anything about Stewie. I know it's a meme coin, and that's that
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
I mean
I
the
turned it off.
devs so far they got the right mindset, and you know me, Sean. I really just don't support any crypto in general. So I spoke to one of the developers, and
But do you
I like
know
what
him?
you
Like,
brought.
is he? Are any of these people doxxed? Like, are they?
They're not,
They're hiding
but
behind the token.
yeah, they're not dogs. But this is the thing. At least they have so far kept the word on everything that they're saying. They have delivered. They are jobs mean to earn. So far, everything is looking good. I mean, I was approached about the project before even launched, but since I was skeptical about it, I said no, thank you, I'll pass. But then I looked at the chart, I saw that everything is looking good, and check out the contract, and I said, all right. I also saw Cuff. I respect Cuff a lot. He's the same way. He usually don't get involved in shit project that's gonna wreck people. So
But you don't know that until it happens. That's the
well,
main issue I have. Right? It's always
yeah,
good until it's not good anymore, and then you're like, oh well, maybe I should have saw it coming, or maybe there was just a bad dev in the background that we didn't know about. Like another project that we were recently involved with.
yeah.
You know what
But
I mean? So
it's
that's
like
what scares me about these things.
yeah. See, Tim Shea's doing has great adventure with his dog. I'm guessing Brian. Which where is Brian? I haven't seen him coming. And Daniel said there are a meme that it's okay with being a meme,
Yeah.
which
And so is Pepe, but Pepe is still a shitcoin
yes.
that
Well,
has zero utility. It's never going to
all
have
right.
utility. It's
So
never going to have any
so
value to anybody.
Pepe has zero utility, right? Now Pepe, in my opinion, still has a chance in the next bull market. The only one that I highly doubt Pepe 2.0, 3.0, Black Pepe, Igbo Pepe, your granny Pepe,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll stay the hell away
I'm going
from
to
it.
say Pepe doesn't exist in the next bull run.
We'll see.
So just a quick question, and this is a legit question because I don't know
Yeah.
how you would answer this, but let's say the next bull market starts tomorrow, right? And we don't see it coming, right? And it just starts. It's not going to be just to flip the switch, right? It's going to ramp up over a few weeks and be like, oh my gosh, everybody's super happy about crypto again. And do you think the majority of the people are going to put money into blue chips, thinking, right, maybe this is a utility, bull run, and maybe things are just going to go crazy? Or do you think they're going to put money into meme coins? Or is it the people who always put money in meme coins are just going to stick with that, and the people who, like blue chips are going to stick with blue chips? What's your thought on that?
Okay, so this is the thing. I feel because they are cheaper and you could get a bigger percentage. I feel that a lot of people is gonna go more towards the meme side than the actual utility side.
Okay.
And that's me being 100% honest because let's say, for example, somebody that holds BJ for a year or two, in order to make $200,000, they gotta wait, and obviously, depending how much they're holding, they gotta wait until the bull market. Now, with the meme coin, you actually, well, perfect example. We saw the guy that only had $27 and turned into like 2 million.
Right.
And that was in a matter of like 2 weeks. So
Yeah, the potential is better for a meme coin, right? If it's going to
yes,
stick around,
yes,
and it has some hype behind it, right? Then it's going to do much better. Then obviously Bitcoin isn't going to go up 10,000x, right? But a meme coin, sure, it could in theory
yeah.
go up
Like
10,000,
okay,
10,000x.
so you brought up the perfect example, right? Now let's say, for example, what would you rather spend in Bitcoin or you would rather spend in the altcoins?
Well, for me, it's always the altcoin.
Okay, so now this. There's Bitcoin, there's the altcoins, and then there's the meme coins. Now, which one has the most potential of the three of them? Majority is gonna go towards the meme coin. Why? Because meme coin it's all about the market cap.
Sure, but like for me, somebody like me, and I know I don't fit the stereotype, meme coin, investor.
Yeah,
I look at the odds of me, like there's a chance that I make 10 times their money, all right, but
yeah,
there's
yeah.
also a fairly good chance that I lose all my money. So I have to weigh those factors out, right? And with a meme coin like Pepe or like this, it wouldn't surprise me in the least for it to be completely gone, disappear tomorrow, right? I have to factor those odds into it. Just
Well,
just having been part of the space in the last couple of years.
yeah. The reason why I doubt that Pepe is gonna be gone is because I don't think.
No, I'm not saying Pepe is going to do it. I'm just saying, your average meme coin, once the bull run starts, right, there's going to be a million people
Oh yeah,
coming
I
out with
mean
meme coins,
there is
and
gonna
most
be
of them are going to
some.
be scams.
Yeah, there are going to be some meme coins that they're not gonna
No,
make it.
no, no, no,
That's
no.
that's
Most of them are going
honest
to be
truth.
scams.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is make sure you know exactly on what you invest in, and that's why you gotta do your research.
Sure.
Now,
Which is
there
why
are
I would
some.
put in a tiny amount of my crypto holdings into it.
Look, this is what's crazy, Sean. With meme coins, you don't need to spend $1,000, $10,000. You could put in there $100, and that could turn into 10 to 100K. So it's all,
Right, but that's
yeah,
rare. That's a rare
yeah,
thing.
it's
And
very
me,
rare.
I'm a bit more conservative in that investment strategy because I'm older, right? I have less time to make up losses, even if it's a couple $100. That's not a
Yeah.
big deal. But I tend to put why I go into altcoins is for the same reason you would go into meme coins, right? Because there's a bigger potential there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just with an established altcoin, there's almost a 0% chance it goes to zero, and there's a good chance during the bull run that I'm going to make money on it. So that's why I would go there. There's a very good chance. So the risks for me, don't outweigh the reward. So I'll take those risks. And meme coins, for 99% of them, are going to be complete garbage and scams. It's very, very difficult to pick the one or twos that are going to do very well, right? It's hard. You kind of spread your money out. So now instead of $100 investment, I need to make 10 $100 investments to try to play those odds. And that's kind of where I see it for me. It's just, I hope everybody makes money. I hate to see these scams, in crypto. It gives everybody a bad look. But that's my reasoning. That's where my brain
Yeah, yeah,
goes.
no, and I get it and I respect it. But what I'm saying is that I know friends that they didn't know jack about crypto, and I did introduce them to the DeFi space, and we even did the whole meme coin thing, and I used to do some research on usually CoinGecko, like the earliest I could catch a meme coin. Great. Like for example, uh once upon a time I caught Wolverine Inu, like
I
at the
remember.
very beginning. And when it did what it did, I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting nicely. And that's the day that I said I'm not gonna diamond hand, and I cashed out.
Smart. I mean, obviously that's a smart play.
Yeah, but you see, that's the way how you really supposed to play meme coins.
Right.
So
Right.
some people do the diamond hand mentality,
Yeah. And we know what
and
happens with that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I get it. I mean, yeah, we just have different styles, and it's totally fine. Everybody's
exactly.
got everybody's got their own way of handling their money. And Daniel's probably on point. That's I might be 5%. Actually, right now I'm 0% is in meme coins. Well, unless you consider MMAI, which I've got a pretty healthy bag of that. But I think that will turn into a blue chip here. Maybe in this next year or so, we'll be sitting on a nice little blue chip stack with MMAI. But yeah,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
we could argue all day long, because I could tell you an anecdote. I know people in my past that sold drugs too, and they made a lot of money, but that doesn't make it a good thing to do. So,
exactly,
right, so I can't
exactly.
just because you won, right, doesn't mean that was a good decision, right? Maybe you got lucky, and you do get lucky in some of these things. You have to kind of have a sense for that, and what you're looking at, right? You can read a contract, or you can go in and look at your token sniffer and all that kind of stuff. And a
Yes.
lot of people don't do that; they just blindly
No, but you see,
throw their
that's
money in,
that's
and they get wrecked.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if what I suggest is, if you don't know how to do that and it's your first time in crypto, don't start with meme coin. Go towards the altcoin, go towards even Bitcoin itself, because I still believe that it's going to be possible in the future. $1 million BTC. Some people think, oh, that's outrageous, it's crazy, but no, it's not. I
It is
feel like
outrageous, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. All right. I mean,
exactly. I
it's
mean,
it's
who
possible.
who who would have thought that Bitcoin being you can kind of say play to earn coin, because that's how a lot of people got their first share of Bitcoin playing these games. And who would have thought it was gonna hit 68, 67,000?
No, I look, and we all know, and I know people who, back in the day, they would have bet their life savings that Bitcoin would never hit $1,000, and then it
Yeah,
would never hit $5,000, and then I would bet
I
it'll never
mean,
hit 10,000. You know what I mean? Every
I'm
step along the way, somebody's betting that's not going to do it. That's just crazy. We can't even talk about it.
before before I started actually learning about crypto, I use myself as an example. Bitcoin was presented to me at 200 and something dollars. And the first thing I said is probably a freaking scam. Get out of here.
That's what I said the same thing back in 2011. I read an article on a newspaper on an airplane about Bitcoin and about mining. and I'm like, this
Yeah.
is never going to last. This is a joke, right? Somebody did this as a joke. It's never going to last. I mean, now, of course, I could go back to
As-
old Sean and kick his ass, but
yeah.
then everybody does the
Same
same
here.
thing, right?
Same
It breaks
here.
that mold. Yeah,
And
it's crazy.
it's funny because I even thought about it because the person that presented Bitcoin to me, they actually came to me because I know a lot about technology. And the fact that I told them that, and I said, hell no, bro, they probably hating the crap out of me right about
Yeah,
now.
you're the
So
reason they didn't get in, and now they
yeah,
know that,
yeah,
right? And they
yeah,
sleep and they get in their bed at night. And that's all they think
y-
about.
yeah, yeah.
That stupid Wadi! I can't believe he talked me
Yep,
out of it.
that's it. But hey, Sean, it has been a great conversation. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah,
I
pleasure to
really
be here, man.
appreciate that. And thank you, everyone that has been in the chat, sticking around. Make sure you hit the like button and also go sub to the Crypto Smith. I'm pretty sure he will be back. Don't know
I'm
when,
back.
but he will be
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I got a couple video. I mean, I'm doing some work for Kunatori, which I'm sure you know,
Yeah.
and I like to do videos on Expector, which is the metaverse project on the XRP ledger. They got some really cool stuff. So I got more videos coming on that, and then XRP every once in a while. Once it's not, once it's just not being beat down every day, and then MMAI. As soon as something happens with MMAI, if we can get one thing to drop, then I'll be back on videos doing that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just kind
I
of
mean,
lurking in the
I
background.
feel like that's the part that everybody's waiting for. The utility part.
Yeah,
So yeah.
got to have it, right? We have to have that. Otherwise, it's what are we doing?
Yeah. But Sean, hold on. Let me end this real quick. Everyone, have a blessed night. I really appreciate it. And if you got any last words, Sean, before I end this,
I'm good, brother. It's always nice to see you, man. I know we don't talk as much anymore, and it'd be nice to get the gang back together, for a good stream. So maybe I'll join you guys on your, on your crap coin, on your on your
okay.
meme coin, space.
Yeah, okay, man. Well, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Give me a minute. Later,
Yeah,
everyone. Have a blessed night and thank you. See
night,
you
everyone.
out Friday.
Thanks for listening.